I've been working on this for a very long time, and I finally get to tell you about it. What's up, guys? BJ Kicks here. I buy comics, I read them, and I review them, all for your viewing pleasure. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. You should hit the subscribe button if you like comic books. I think comics are pretty dope. I really love the medium. I think that comic book readers and the comic book buying audience is the true early adopter, right? In the tech space, we talk about early adopters all the time. Like, we're the people who make things cool. And when it comes to media, film, TV, all of that, right? Right now, comics are the hot spot. Every dope property has a comic book. Like, friggin' Umbrella Academy, Lock and Key, Sweet Tooth, Wanted. I mean, the whole MCU. I could go on, but you get the point. I think comic book fans need a place where they can gather and talk about the stories they love. They can see reviews, see sneak peeks and previews, see interviews with creators and get behind the scenes content that you can't get just, from the first look on HBO Max, right? Because those people don't care about comics the way we do. And so for the last few months, I've been working on something really, really exciting that I get to announce to you today. On November 26th, Black Friday, so just less than 2 weeks from now, I'm launching a brand new website, and it's called comicsaredope.com. Now, Comics Are Dope is going to be, or hopefully we're going to make it, the number one home for comic book fans on the internet. Bigger than those gossip sites and the blog sites, because that's not what we're about. Comics Are Dope is a website and lifestyle brand for people who love comic books. And I don't mean you just love a couple of titles. No, if you wanted to know why this artist put the panel layout this way versus that way, this is the place for you. If you have a ridiculous wall of short boxes in your house, this is the place for you. If you are being taken over by your collected edition shelves, this is the place for you. So what types of things are you going to find on comicsaredope.com when we launch on day one? Well, first thing you're going to see is our blog full of articles, right? Now, first thing that's going to happen every week is we're going to run down every single title that's coming out for the coming up week. That way you can plan and budget accordingly. Every publisher, every title with prices. It's going to be the best place for you to look to see what's coming out. Way more comprehensive than my What I'm Getting video, where I just focus on my pull list. Now, you'll get that every week. But also, as often as we can, I'm going to interview comic book creators. So if you wanted to see an interview with Tom Taylor or James Tynan, these are just names I'm just throwing out there, not that I have already, but eventually that's what I want to do. I want to be able to interview all of our favorite creators and get a look behind the scenes, inside their minds, to see how do the comics that we love really come about? Right. So we're going to have creator interviews. We're going to have comic book reviews. So every week I'm going to pick a few titles, but it's not just going to be me. We're going to have a whole team of contributors that are reading books and reviewing them, some in advance and some after the release, just so that you can see, what are we thinking of these stories? Maybe we put you onto a series that you didn't consider before. Right. And beyond just comic book reviews, we're going to have editorial as well. So this is where we give our full on opinions and analyze trends from the comic book medium. What was the impact that Alan Moore's Watchmen had on the medium? Should we do a deep dive? Right? Why is Tom Taylor the best writer over the last 2 years? What makes him so special? These are the types of things that I would love to explore in depth in ways that we can't really do on YouTube. Now, beyond the comic book reviews, the editorial content, the interviews, the publishing, and all those types of news updates, there's also going to be something really awesome that I'm calling This Week in Comics. Now, This Week in Comics is a newsletter that you can subscribe to, so that instead of, browsing all sorts of websites and trying to find news here and there, you get all the hot comic book news or the top comic book news of the week in your inbox, along with recommendations for books that are coming up the upcoming week, as well as books that are on final order cutoff. That way you don't miss out on stories that have the potential to be really, really great, as well as really big if you're in the speculator market. So this Weekend Comics is going to hit all of those bases and be a one-stop shop to really help you grow your passion for the comic book hobby. So we're going to have all of that. And, of course, I've been bearing the lead a little bit. We're also going to have merchandise, quite a few t-shirts and other clothing designs and lifestyle accessories to help you really rep your comic book fandom. Like this one that I'm calling Disapproved, because how many of the books that we read every week would really be approved by the Comics Code Authority in 2021, right? So I'm really, really excited about this. I've been keeping this secret for like 3 months now, and now I finally get to show it to you. Now, if you want to be a part of the Comics Are Dope community, if you want to be notified on day one when this website launches, you can visit comicsaredope.com right now and join the waiting list. One lucky person who joins the waiting list between now and our launch on Black Friday is going to win this Magneto Artifacts Marvel Now statue, by a company that I can't pronounce. So my bad. I'm just going to flash it on the screen, right? So if you want to be entered for a chance to win that statue, courtesy of Ultimate Comics Raleigh, go to Comics Are Dope right now, or comicsaredope.com right now, and join that waiting list. I cannot wait for the launch of this website and for you to be a part of it. But until then, I got some work to do. So I'm going to go back and finish this coding, but I'll see you guys in another video very soon. Until then, hope you saw something you liked. If not, that's cool. You can always buy what you like. Just make sure you read what you buy and be nice to others, because kindness makes the world go round. Peace.